Okay, seriously, before I started this video, I actually took a look into the camera to see what everything looked like, and I just gotta say, I love how the sunlight makes me look so shiny. And shiny is good. Very good. Yeah, it's actually really nice and sunny out, which is nice. I like that. I mean, it's about the only good thing about this time of year, because it's very, very cold out right now. But, yeah, honestly, this is a great way to start off a Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful Valentine's Day yesterday. I hope you celebrated with the ones you love. It was very nice. Again, single guy, couldn't really do anything, but I don't really need to be, yes, I would like to be in a relationship, but I don't know. I know I don't need to be one to be happy. I mean, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty chill, it's, plus, again, I'm shiny. If I was a Pokemon, I would be a shiny Pokemon right now. Right. For those of you who don't know, in the Pokemon games, I believe it was Generation 2, Pokemon introduced a mechanic called Shiny Pokemon. Basically, they're the Pokemon you know and love, they just come in a different color. And that's about it. They're not better than than their originals in any way, shape, and form. They just, there was something different in Gen 2 that I think made them a little bit better, but as of right now, there really is no difference between a normal looking Pokemon and a shiny one. The shiny ones just look neat. And evidently some of the shiny Pokemon don't even look that creative either. Like, seriously, some shiny Pokemon are just like the Pokemon that they're just the color green. I'm not even kidding, it really is like that simple. You know what? I'm positive there's like a link somewhere where I can show you what all the shiny Pokemon look like. But again, another aspect about shiny Pokemon is that like they're rare. I think like to find one in the wild, that is, it's like one in every, without any help by the way, it's one in every 8,124 or something. It's basically, they're very hard to find. But honestly, again, it's really not worth the trouble. It never was. I've never really seeked out any. I mean, I actually have caught a few myself, but really, they just came out of the blue, and I'm like, do I really want it? Yeah, well, I guess it's a nice little novelty to have, so yeah, I do. I mean, it's in one of my old Generation 4 games in Platinum, I believe, so I don't have it on me right now, but I know for a fact I still have it, so there's that. Actually, one thing I was gonna mention about Saturday is that, and I saw this article from one of the radio shows on Facebook actually, and they put a link in the article saying, like, some people would rather have, I think some people were debating on like when the best time of the week to have Valentine's Day is, to the point where some are thinking, maybe you should celebrate on the 15th. And for me, I actually gave it some thought. And I thought to myself, you know what? It would really depend on the day of the week. Like, take this year, for example. Yesterday was Friday, February 14th, and that's when we celebrated Valentine's Day. Now, say that you have something great planned, with your special someone, you want to, get together, you have like all these wonderful romantic plans, but oh no, tragedy strikes, and, well, not tragedy, but basically something goes awry, and, you're not able to celebrate as well, or if at all. And then I thought to myself, you know what? In that regard, if that happened on a Friday, I would be okay with it. Because you have today, which is Saturday, happy Saturday everybody, and Sunday 2 potential days off, if you're able to get them, to fix whatever went wrong on Friday. So you actually have quite a bit of leeway if for whatever reason you decide to have your romantic plans celebrated today instead of actual Valentine's Day. I mean, again, this is pure speculation. I mean, actually next Valentine's Day is going to be a Sunday. So, yeah, because there's a leap year going on. Crazy, isn't it? Yep. We are just about halfway through February. Yeah. February 15th at around noon, I believe. That's when we'll be halfway there. So, we got time. Honestly, yesterday was the first time where it was like legitimately bitter cold. Like, here's the thing. The speculation was it was going to be like a low of 1 or something, which thankfully it didn't get that low. But it was a pretty substantial difference between, the 30 plus degree weather we had on Wednesday and Thursday. And on Friday, I think at one point it was like 14, which was on the much higher end of what it was supposed to be. I think the high was going to be like 16 or 17, so 14, we're in the ballpark. Then again, let's be honest, cold is still cold. And really all it takes is some wind to aggravate it, which there was on occasion. But it wasn't like overly windy or anything, so it was tolerable at the very least. Yeah. There's, so all that happened. I think clouds are starting to appear. I'm starting to lose my sheen. Ah, dear. So, as you can clearly tell, rocking the jersey, although still rocking the flannel pajamas as you see here. Actually, to make sure I'm not kidding. See? Flannel. So, yes, in our flannel February, I'm still rocking the flannel pajamas, as you all know, and on the weekends. So, yes, that's how I am supporting my friend who is doing this for a very wonderful cause. You should help him out. It's awesome that he's doing this. So, yes. There's that. Then I think I've stalled long enough. How about we get into today's XFL Picks, shall we? Just reach down here for a moment. Okay. So, this is week 2. Okay. So, as of right now, we have 2 games today. One at 2 o'clock this afternoon, and one at 5. Funny enough, I'll actually be able to watch the 1 and 2. I'll still miss the 1 at 5 because I will be in church. So, yes. So the game that's at 2 o'clock is between the New York Guardians and the DC Defenders, aka 2 of the teams that actually won games last week. And since how last week was week 1, this truly is a battle of the unbeatens, even though they've only had 1 game each. And actually both teams won their games by pretty big margins too. So this really should be, actually, you know what it should be? New York Guardians, DC Defenders. This is going to be a defensive struggle because both the DC Defenders and the New York Guardians both have pretty good defense, especially the New York Guardians. Seriously, like they shut out Tampa Bay 23-3. Although I know for a fact that DC is going to be a lot better than that. With that said, you know what? I think I'm going to go with my home state again. I'm going to go with the New York Guardians. I really liked what I saw from them a week ago. I really think that their defense is going to carry them quite a bit of the way through. Their offense, while it didn't appear to be quote-unquote high-powered, it should still be pretty substantial enough to get the W. So, I think for this afternoon's game, I'm picking the New York Guardians over the DC Defenders. But considering the names of both teams, I would not be surprised if this turns out to be a defensive struggle. And not just by the names alone. I really think that both teams' defenses are good. In all honesty, I think the DC Defenders are a little more well-balanced. But, again, anything can happen. So, we'll just have to wait and see. And now we have this evening's game at 5 o'clock between two teams that lost last week. Funny enough, the two teams that lost to the two teams I just talked about. The Seattle Dragons lost to the DC Defenders, and I just said the Tampa Bay Vipers just lost to the New York Guardians, and so the Vipers and the Dragons are playing each other. This is going to be one really cool animal fight. Joking aside, actually I shouldn't really, making animals fight each other is wrong. I shouldn't joke about that. Anyway, the Vipers versus the Seattle Dragons. Sorry, the initials for Seattle are said SEA, spelled C, and actually Sea Dragons are pretty cool, are really cool creatures, so yeah. And the Tampa Bay Vipers. Something about this matchup does remind me a little bit of Japanese mythology, actually. Yeah, it does. There's actually a story in Japanese mythology where a snake actually transforms into a dragon. Which, kind of makes sense. In a way, a snake really is a lizard without arms and legs. Or really just legs. So, yeah. That being said, even though both the Seattle Dragons and the Tampa Bay Vipers lost their respective games a week ago, Seattle did a much better job against the team they were losing to than Tampa Bay did. By a lot. And I really don't see much different here. So, I'm picking the Seattle Dragons over the Tampa Bay Vipers. Also, Tampa Bay really needs a new quarterback. Their quarterback, I think Aaron Murray, he really struggled a week ago. So, yes. So those are my two picks. I'm picking the New York Guardians, going with my home state of New York, and the Seattle Dragons for later this evening. Should be a fun day. Should be a fun game. Can't wait to discuss it even further. And that takes care of that now. In terms of what I had planned today, nothing out of the ordinary, really. I'll just do some cleaning up around here, relax a little bit, play some video games. I actually finally started getting back and playing Kirby again. I haven't played that in forever. I really liked it. Although, that game is long. I think I spent a good afternoon on it, and I only got to 46% from 39 or something. Because we're going for 100% completion in the game. So, I'll have to wait and see. I mean, I would like to do something along the lines of Let's Plays one day. If I knew how to do the technology. Or if I knew how cameras and storage and all that other stuff worked. But, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I don't something in my throat, sorry. Hope I'm not coming down with something. That would so be what would happen. Just like what Lewis Black was saying. I don't mind having a month, a celebration of love, just not in the middle of February. It's the height of flu season. Just imagine. Shoot, happy Valentine's Day. It'd be awful. Actually, on the surface it looks awful, but if two people really did care for each other, I believe the saying goes, if you can't handle someone at their worst, you don't deserve their best. So, I think if I was in a relationship and my special the person I was celebrating anything with was sick, the fact that I was with that person at all would make me feel all the better. And I say that person when really I do mean, a girl. I mean, I am straight, some people always make that assumption for whatever reason, but I can assure you I'm straight. I'm just very comfortable with my sexuality is all. Hey, listen, I went to an all-boys school. I'm still comfortable with my sexuality, okay? Like, I've been through the ring, alright? I should probably stop before this gets a little bit out of hand. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social media platforms, on YouTube. I'm very honored in this video for all you guys watching. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And hey, you know what? If you didn't celebrate Valentine's Day yesterday, you can just do it today. Today is, I think Elton John said Saturday night's alright, right? And remember, if you guys want to talk, channels, me, London, always in back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.